A watch is more than a tool for measuring time. It is a living machine that beats with mechanical grace. Each tick of its heart reveals centuries of craftsmanship condensed into one rhythmic motion. The delicate gears within are not mere metal, they are precision dancers moving in perfect harmony. Together, they perform a silent ballet where every step matters and every movement has meaning. In the depths of a mechanical watch, energy is born from a coiled spring known as the mainspring. As it unwinds, it releases its power gradually, like a heartbeat sustaining life. This force travels through an intricate chain of gears that balance strength and control. The beauty lies not only in motion, but in the discipline that guides it. Each gear inside a watch has a purpose defined by both science and artistry. The larger wheels transmit strength, while the smaller ones refine motion into accuracy. They interlock perfectly, teeth meshing like synchronized dancers who never miss a cue. It is a choreography of steel, brass, and ruby jewels working in complete unity. Watchmakers design this mechanical dance with absolute precision, down to microns, invisible to the human eye. Every pivot and jewel must fit with perfect balance to avoid friction and wear. Even the slightest imperfection could break the harmony of time. That's why the making of a fine watch is as much an art as it is a science. When the balance wheel oscillates, the true heartbeat of the watch begins. It swings back and forth, regulating the release of energy in measured intervals. This motion transforms raw mechanical force into the familiar rhythm of ticking seconds. It is a melody that is echoed across generations of craftsmanship and devotion. The escapement is the genius of human engineering at its finest. Acting as a gatekeeper, it allows energy to escape in tiny, precise doses. Without it, the watch would burn its energy all at once and stop abruptly. Through this measured release, time becomes steady, predictable, and poetic.
Under a microscope, the motion of the gears becomes a mesmerizing spectacle. Teeth engage and disengage with flawless symmetry, transmitting power through the train with grace. Every rotation is a story of energy, precision, and patience. The mechanical ballet continues endlessly, sustained by the genius of its creator. Polished surfaces and beveled edges inside a watch are invisible to casual observers, yet essential to its artistry. They reflect light like hidden jewels, celebrating the dedication of the craftsman. These details serve no functional necessity, but they transform the mechanism into a masterpiece. This is where science meets soul and machinery transcends into art. To create this harmony, watchmakers spend months aligning each part to perfection. They test, adjust, and listen until the movement sings its flawless tune. Their workshop is a theater where time itself rehearses for eternity. Each watch that leaves their hands carries a signature of passion and precision. When assembled, the movement becomes an organism of motion and energy. Gears turn in silent obedience to mathematical order. The rotor, if automatic, sways with each flick of the wrist, feeding life back into the spring. This circular cycle of energy and release mirrors the flow of life itself. Every watch tells two stories, one of the hours it keeps, and one of the craftsmanship within. Behind its calm face lies a storm of gears in disciplined coordination. Like a ballet dancer's strength hidden beneath grace, each component works tirelessly beneath elegance. It is motion hidden in stillness, time disguised as art. Collectors often admire the watch dial, yet the real beauty lies behind it. Removing the case back reveals a microcosm of motion, a universe where energy flows endlessly. The bridges and plates create a stage where gears perform their metallic choreography. Watching them move is like witnessing order emerge from chaos. The watchmaker's skill transforms lifeless materials into a breathing mechanism. Brass, steel, and synthetic rubies become dancers in a silent performance. With every tick, the watch reaffirms its purpose to measure, to endure, to inspire. Time becomes tangible, captured within gears that never tire. Even the tiniest screws within the movement hold immense responsibility. A single misplaced thread could disturb the balance of the entire mechanism. This fragility makes every assembly a test of patience and precision. The watchmaker's steady hand ensures that perfection remains uninterrupted. The finishing of components adds another layer of artistry to this craft. Quilles de Genève, pearlage, and anglage are not mechanical necessities but aesthetic tributes. They transform the inside of a watch into an art gallery of motion. Through these patterns, the craftsman leaves a personal mark for eternity. In the world of mechanical watches, nothing is accidental. Every angle, curve, and surface serves a calculated role in harmony. The gears do not merely turn, they converse through contact and pressure. Their dialogue keeps time alive, whispering seconds into existence. When viewed through a sapphire caseback, the movement reveals its mechanical soul. The oscillating rotor glides like a dancer's arm, spinning with elegance and control. Beneath it, gears engage in perpetual conversation, translating motion into minutes. Each turn is a testament to human ingenuity and devotion. The balance spring, often thinner than a human hair, governs the rhythm of time. Its elasticity ensures consistency, allowing each tick to follow the next with precision. This fragile component, hand-shaped and tempered, is the guardian of accuracy. Without it, the entire performance would fall out of rhythm. Lubrication inside a watch is the silent partner in its dance. Microscopic drops of oil reduce friction where metal meets metal. Too much and the rhythm falters, too little and the movement wears out. Mastery lies in the balance between invisibility and impact. A mechanical watch has no battery, yet it beats with endurance born of human design. Its life depends on motion, either manual winding or the wearer's movement. In this partnership, human and machine share responsibility for keeping time alive. Each winding is an act of revival, a renewal of energy and faith.
Timepieces endure because they embody the human spirit of precision. They remind us that beauty can exist in discipline and repetition. The motion of gears reflects the cycles of our own existence. Within their mechanics lies a metaphor for balance, persistence, and purpose. When a watchmaker observes the ticking mechanism, he sees more than machinery. He witnesses his own labor transformed into rhythm and grace. Each beat affirms that art and science can coexist in perfect equilibrium. The watch, in its quiet motion, becomes a poem written in steel. Even the sound of ticking has an emotional resonance. It marks both the passage of time and the presence of life. In stillness, it becomes a companion, steady, faithful, reassuring. It tells us that time continues, and so must we. Through centuries, this artistry has evolved, yet stayed true to its essence. From pocket watches to wristwatches, from handmade to industrial, the heart remains mechanical. Modern innovations refine accuracy, but the spirit remains the same. It is the enduring ballet of gears, forever dancing 2 times silent rhythm. Collectors speak of their watches not just as possessions, but as companions. Each one carries memories of moments measured and milestones marked. The ticking sound becomes a soundtrack to their personal history. A watch thus transcends its role, it becomes a storyteller in motion. Luxury watchmakers protect this tradition with reverence and innovation. They blend heritage techniques with modern materials like silicon and titanium. Yet even with advanced tools, the essence remains in hand-finished perfection. Machines assist, but only human touch gives the movement its soul. The assembly of a fine watch often happens under magnification, one part at a time. Fingers guided by experience align wheels so small they seem unreal. Each success builds harmony. Each error teaches humility. In these moments, time is not measured, it is made. The escapement continues to tick, and the ballet never ends. Energy flows, wheels turn, and seconds emerge from motion. This endless performance is both predictable and mysterious. It reminds us that order and chaos coexist beautifully in mechanics. The artistry of gears is not about spectacle, but subtlety. Their elegance lies in purpose and perfection rather than decoration. Every watchmaker knows that the most beautiful movement is one you can feel but barely see. It is the grace of control, not the grandeur of display. Those who open a caseback glimpse into another world entirely. The movement appears alive, breathing, pulsing, shimmering under light. Each component reflects craftsmanship accumulated over generations. The result is a living sculpture, powered by precision and sustained by passion. To truly appreciate a mechanical watch is to understand patience. It is to value the invisible, to admire the balance between motion and stillness. Every tick is a heartbeat that bridges the maker and the wearer. In its rhythm, one finds both time and timelessness. The performance of gears continues without audience or applause. Inside a sealed case, they turn faithfully, unseen, yet flawless. Their devotion to motion mirrors the quiet persistence of time itself. It is beauty that asks for no recognition, only appreciation. Each watch movement is a microcosm of universal principles. Energy transfer, friction, resistance, and balance all coexist in miniature harmony. The same laws that govern galaxies also guide these tiny mechanisms. In that sense, a watch becomes a reflection of cosmic order. From the first wind to the last tick, a watch lives a complete mechanical life. It experiences energy, rhythm, and rest in eternal repetition. This continuity creates a bond between human and machine. Together, they celebrate the passage of time with grace and dignity. The artistry of watchmaking thrives because it resists automation's indifference. Every handmade movement preserves the warmth of human imperfection. That slight variability is what gives it soul and individuality. It is not Eritz's character etched in precision. When a master watchmaker finishes a piece, he knows it will outlive him. The gears will continue their dance long after his hands rest. His legacy will persist in the ticking heartbeat of every timepiece. Through the motion of gears, his art achieves immortality. Each watch thus carries generations of knowledge and dreams. It unites invention, mathematics, metallurgy, and emotion into a single creation. Its motion is both practical and poetic, useful yet transcendent. It is humanity's desire for order expressed in endless motion. The subtle artistry of gears is not just in how they move, but why they move. They embody humanity's quest to measure, control, and cherish time. The gears remind us that life itself is mechanical and miraculous. In every rotation, they teach patience, rhythm, and wonder. When observed long enough, the watch movement becomes meditative. The repetitive cycles calm the mind and steady the heart. Each oscillation reflects a quiet harmony between chaos and control. This is not machinery, it is mindfulness made tangible. A mechanical watch is both a machine and a muse. Its purpose is measurable, but its beauty is emotional. The gears inside may never stop, yet they remind us of our fleeting moments. In their endless dance, we find the poetry of permanence. Through innovation, the art continues to evolve, yet never abandons its soul. Whether in a $100 watch or a $1 million masterpiece, the principle remains the same. Energy becomes motion. Motion becomes time. That transformation is the true miracle of mechanical art. Even as digital technology dominates, the mechanical watch endures. It represents human achievement that cannot be replaced by algorithms. Its ticking sound connects us to a world that values patience over instant results. That is why true enthusiasts never let the tradition fade. When you wear a mechanical watch, you carry history on your wrist. You carry the sweat, dreams, and precision of countless artisans. Each gear turning beneath the dial is a tribute to centuries of mastery. It is time itself, captured in motion and preserved in art. So the next time you hear the tick of a watch, listen closely. That sound is not just seconds passing, it is human creativity in motion. Every rotation of every gear tells a story older than technology. It is the eternal ballet of mechanics, dancing gracefully through time.